Spoiler alert. Japan, 1945. The end of World War II is approaching. Ryunosuke Kamiki's character, kamikaze pilot Kōichi Shikishima, arrives on Toho Island purporting to be doing repairs. He talks with Sosaku Tachibana, Munetaka Aoki, the head mechanic, who thinks he might have run away. In the end, Kōichi stays at the camp by the river. Kindly like his video, share, subscribe and turn up the notification bell before we start. Thank you. So let's continue. There are loud footsteps in the night. When the soldiers in the area flash their lights, they discover the feared Godzilla has come to launch an attack. After tearing through the men, the enormous beast consumes a few of them. Despite losing consciousness while trying to flee, Kōichi and Tachibana manage to survive their encounter with Godzilla. Later on, Kōichi goes back to his Tokyo village, which has been devastated by the war. He converses with a local who acknowledges him and holds him and other war participants accountable for the demise of their families, which includes Kōichi's own parents. One day, Kōichi is out when he sees police pursuing Noriko Ōishi, Minami Hamabe, a woman who puts something in his arms before running away. It's a newborn. Kōichi muses over leaving the infant for a while, but in the end he is unable to do so. When Noriko sees him again, she decides to follow him home. Kōichi is informed by Noriko that the baby is not hers, and that she took her up after her parents, presumably, were slain in the explosions. Kōichi and Noriko have been Akiko's parents for the past 2 years, say Nagatani. As Kōichi starts working on a minesweeper, he makes friends with Captain Yoji Akatsu, Kuranosuke Sasaki, Shiro, Kid, Mizushima, Yuki Yamada, and Kenji, Doc, Noda, Hidetaka Yoshioka. They soon find out that Godzilla has returned and is heading back to Japan. Consequently, Kōichi is recruited as a shooter because the United States is refusing to assist Japan because of hostilities with the Soviet Union. Kōichi is putting his life in danger, despite Noriko's objections, in the hopes that it will enable them to continue supporting Akiko and themselves. Entering the waters, the men wait for a larger vessel to arrive in order to deal with Godzilla. Approaching the men is the enormous reptile that has changed due to the American nuclear experiments during Operation Crossroads. With trembling hands, Kōichi fires at Godzilla. The crew fires to blow it up after setting off a mine that enters its mouth. Even though it momentarily subdues Godzilla and obliterates half of his face, it begins to regenerate and mend its wound. When the ship Takao arrives to pursue Godzilla, the monster charges its heat blast underwater. A burst of light ensues, and Godzilla destroys the Takao. After arriving home, Kōichi tells Noriko what transpired on the water. He talks about his prior run-in with Godzilla and the survivor's guilt he experienced following the deaths of people close to him. Noriko holds him close to her heart. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video if you are enjoying this recap. Thank you. A few days later, Godzilla attacks Ginza during its landfall. The beast attacks and tears apart a train that Noriko has boarded, but she escapes. When Kōichi discovers Noriko is in danger, everyone else is fleeing the city in fear, and he rushes into the city to try to save her. The army attempts to repel Godzilla while he pursues her, but Godzilla eventually refuels and begins to unleash its thermal blast. When Doc uses his inventions to trap Godzilla underwater with Freon tanks in the hopes that the pressure will crush it, Kōichi attends a meeting with other soldiers. The men are forced to carry out the plan on their own since the Japanese government declines to assist. The second best chance, should the underwater trap fail, is for Godzilla to surface and be destroyed by balloon-assisted explosive decompression. The men start to carry out their plan as Godzilla resurfaces. The monster moves back onto land, but Kōichi shoots it in the face as it flies toward it, forcing it to return to the sea. Godzilla is momentarily submerged thanks to Doc's plan, but it survives both the balloon explosion and that. Together, other ships attempt to drag Godzilla underneath, but their efforts are ineffective and only serve to infuriate it more. Godzilla is about to unleash yet another enormous heat blast, and all the soldiers are preparing for certain death. When Kōichi returns and pilots the jet directly into Godzilla's mouth, ejecting just in time before impact, a flashback reveals Tachibana informed him about the eject button. After Kōichi blew up Godzilla's head, the rest of its body quickly crumbles. The others rejoice over Kōichi's survival and this. Kōichi discovers Sumiko and Akiko arriving in Tokyo as the men are leaving, along with a note. As they dash to the hospital, they discover Noriko alive, though possibly suffering from radiation poisoning. Kōichi happily and tearfully makes her his again. In the final frame, a fragment of Godzilla's body is seen sinking and then growing again. Thank you for watching. Please kindly like, subscribe, Turn up your bell notification and share this video to your friends who are lovers of movies, and let's grow together. Love you so much. Bye.